Hey, what's going on? Today is Friday, June 1st, 2007. We're halfway through the year, and that's really weird. So I haven't done one of these in a little over a week. Feels like a lot has happened. Memorial Day, Memorial Weekend, it came and went, and I had a really nice time. I hung out with a lot of friends. I heard from the Russian, that cute boy. So yeah, after 4 or 5 days of just, not calling and playing it cool, he finally picked up the phone and gave me a buzz. And I'm glad that he did. And I feel silly that I was getting myself all worked up over it. Especially when in the beginning I was like, it doesn't matter that I met somebody. It doesn't matter if he calls me or if anything happens. It's just cool that I put myself out there. And yeah, that's cool, but that's bullshit, because you want the cute boy to call you back. And he did, and he actually spent the night here a few days ago, and it was a pretty innocent evening for the most part. And then I just hung out with friends, and I took a little day trip out of New York to upstate, and just it was nice. It was really good. This was a pretty weird week at work. I got in really big trouble. So I work mornings at my job. I have to be at work at 7 a.m. And usually I have to get up, like 5:30, 6 o'clock if I feel like really rushing things. The other day, I wake up and I feel so good, and it's sunny outside, and there's light coming in through my windows, and it's hitting me in the face. I look down and I see my little dog sitting next to me, and you want to see my dog? So anyway, I just feel so good and rested, and then I realize I shouldn't be feeling that way, and that it's way too sunny outside, and I run and I look at the clock, and it's 10 a.m. I am 3 hours late to work. Oh shit! So I run to my cell phone and I pick it up, and there are 5 missed calls. I check my voicemails, 5 voicemails, they're all from work, and I know I'm in huge trouble. I run downstairs, I jump in a cab, thank God I have cash because I never have cash, and I'm like, take me to Union Square! And I have my cell phone, and I call work and hang up like 2 times because I just don't know what I'm going to say. Like, what do you say when it is 3 hours after you're supposed to have been there and you have not shown up and you haven't called? I mean, what are you supposed to say? Well, you're supposed to lie because they're expecting a story. They need to hear that you got mugged, or that your dog died, or that, I don't know, something tragic happened. I called and I was like, listen, I overslept. I'm in a cab. I'm sorry. I'm on my way right now. And then my cab got stuck in traffic for 40 minutes. I didn't get to work till 11 o'clock. 4 hours late. It was not good. Not good. It wasn't a good day for me. I didn't catch too much heat for being so late to work because it's never happened before. And, my record kind of speaks for itself, thank God. So they let me off the hook for the most part. And I'm very happy about that. And, yeah. I got some new glasses. I found this company called iBobs. They have a website, ibobs.com. So they arrived today, and here's what I got. What do you think of this one? I like this one a lot. These ones I think are my favorite so far. These are really, kind of nerdy red, but I think these are my favorite ones. These would be hideous. I just like the color. I just think they're fun. So those. I got these, which are kind of cute. So they're brown, but the profile is like a really strong blue. And that's what I really like about these. I have another pair that's a lot like this, and it's orange and like a cream color on the sides. So I probably wear these a lot. Then there's these. This is sort of a real intense purple, and this is what I like the most. These holes there on both sides. It's just interesting. Very scholarly in these. I also got So I don't know if you can really see the color that well, but they're like a light pink, and this is like a tortoisey brown color. And yeah. Wow, my pores are really out of control. Are my pores really that big? Okay, so anyway, those are the glasses that I got. They just came in the mail, so I'm excited, like when I get stuff in the mail. I actually had a sort of pseudo date today. There's this guy, a trainer, he works at a gym, and I met him because he came into my hotel one day to train one of the hotel guests, and we got to talking and exchanged information, and this was a long time ago. This was like 6 months ago, and it was really just like a professional exchange. And he actually trains a few of my friends at their gym, and so I heard that he's been asking about me, and he's been asking about me for a while. So out of my frustration with how slow things were happening with the Russian guy, I went ahead and I shot him an email, and he wrote back right away, and we kind of just, you know, the flirting started. We sort of made light, loose plans to go out on a date to dinner. I brought cute clothes with me to work, so I would look, you know, attractive when I went into the gym to see him. And on my way there, I went to Jamba Juice, and I got, you know, him a smoothie and me a smoothie. I just thought it would be cute. I go over to his office, and I'm standing around, and I'm looking around the gym trying to find him. Now, I don't really remember that much about what he looks like. I mean, it was a long time ago, so I just remember that he struck me as cute, and that he's kind of Asian, or, you know, Hawaiian, or, you know, a tropical mix. And so I'm looking around on the floor at all the trainers, and I see this little Asian guy training this great big guy, and he wasn't very cute, and I felt kind of disappointed. And I was just like, okay, well, maybe that's not him. Maybe that's not him. It's been a long time since I've seen him. Well, you know, he sees me, that guy, the unattractive Asian guy, and he's like, oh, come here. And I was like, okay, so that is him. He actually stopped and stepped over to me and like shook my hand and introduced me to his client, and then turns to me and he's like, so yeah, why don't you come in next week sometime around 4 o'clock, you know, and we'll hook up, and you know, I'll show you around. And I didn't know what he was talking about, you know what I mean? Like, I thought I was here to kind of chit-chat, and we'll go over the details of a date, and it sounded like he was going over the details of a training session or a tour of the gym or something. But that, I don't know, I know that that's not what he thought today was, and I don't know, I just stopped listening to him at some point, and all I know is that I shook his hand goodbye, and okay, I'll talk to you next week, and then I left, and I'm not talking to him next week. And I walked to the train all down and disappointed, and yeah, it was really weird. It's really weird. I seem to be getting a little too excited lately at the prospect of, you know, dating and meeting people, and I guess it's just, I'm just throwing myself full force out there and hoping that something comes back. And so I think I'm going to keep doing that, although it means some ups and downs, you know, emotionally, and gets me kind of nerved up sometimes. You know, I think it's good for the soul, at least for where I am right now. Anyway, so yes, things with the Russian have, you know, kind of moved a little forward, but to be honest, it's not really going anywhere. You know, we'll see. I like him, but who knows? I'm supposed to have a date with the Russian this weekend, like an actual date, and looking forward to that. But otherwise, not much else. Just making sure I get to work on time.